almost the first council meeting of spring. That's teasing us a little bit. At this time, the chair will take a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
So moved.
I'll second.
A motion by Merle, second by Rod. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved. At this time, we'll move on to public input. Citizens may speak to issues not on the agenda. Before speaking, please give your name and address for the minutes, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Seeing as there's no one that wishes to speak under public input, we will move on to item 6 this evening, which is public hearings, which is Resolution 2188, vacating a drainage utility easement in the South Pines subdivision. Mr. Maroney.
Evening. Maybe could use a little help on the lights.
Now you want the lights on?
On, off, on, off. At a public hearing tonight to consider the vacation of an existing 5-foot wide drainage and utility easement located at 205 Pine Street. The property owner has petitioned the city to vacate this easement so that they can go ahead and sell their property. Kind of an interesting story here. The short story is that this is where the house sits right here, that this is the original platted lot in that subdivision for South Pines. And after the original plat was filed, there was a replat, and the lot lines changed. And the city back in 2002 ended up vacating outlot E and a number of the other outlots that were no longer needed as a result of the replatting. So there was a vacation process back in 2002 where everything that was supposed to be vacated, except one easement, was vacated. And that's what's shown in pink here. There was a 5-foot, it was a 10-foot wide easement. Half of it got vacated as part of outlot E. The other 5-foot remained. And this shows that 5-foot easement. Here again, the original lot was over here, then the replat created 2 lots. There's a home here. This is 205 Pine Street, and there's a 5-foot easement that goes right through the house. There are no utilities in that easement. It should have been vacated back in 2002 and was not. So we need a public hearing before the City Council this evening. We've published notice in the Beacon. We've mailed out notices to everybody within 1 block. I have had one neighbor come in and ask me questions, and they saw what it was and obviously have no objections. So we're recommending at the close of the public hearing that the City Council go ahead and consider approval of the resolution that would vacate this 5-foot existing drainage and utility easement and allow the property owner now and in the future to go ahead and sell their property without an encroachment. Any questions from the council?
Nope. Not, we will go ahead and open up the public hearing. Is there anybody wishing to address the council under the public hearing for the vacation of the drainage and utility easement? Is there anyone wishing to address the council under the public hearing for the drainage and utility easement? Is there anyone wishing to address the council on the drainage and utility easement? Seeing as there is no one, at this time we will close the public hearing, and the chair will take a motion to approve the resolution 2188 to vacate the easement in South Pines.
So move. Second.
I have a motion by Lynn and a second by Merle. Any
Usually
further
other way
discussion? Okay.
Sorry.
Motion by Merle and second by Lynn. It was pretty close to a tie. Anyway, at this point, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Carries.
Thank you.
Lights. Can we get the lights back on, please? All right, that moves us on to item 7 this evening, the consent agenda. Items on this area of the agenda may be adopted, or they may be removed and placed on the business area of the agenda for discussion purposes before approving. For those folks at home, I will read the consent agenda. Item A is the just and correct claims for the accounting period ending March 10th, 2016. Item B are the meeting minutes for the March 2nd, 2016 City Council meeting. Item C is Resolution 2189, authorizing acceptance of monetary donation for the fire department. And item D, increase the fire area in the Warsaw Township. Are there any items anybody wishes to bring down?
I would like to bring down item D, please.
Item D will become item 8A under council business. Any other items? Okay, this time, the chair will take a motion to approve the consent agenda minus item D, which will become item 8A.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion by Merle, second by Rod. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. For the agenda, reports will become item 9 and adjournment item 10.
Okay, I asked for item D to be brought down because I just had a couple questions for Todd. With the additional area in the Wausau Township, I know that we have contracts with the different townships on the services that we provide.
Correct.
Through the fire department. Has that been renegotiated for the Wausau Township, or how are we proceeding with that portion of
What
it?
really happened here is Warsaw Township approached me as far as adding territory to our fire district, basically. And I went to them and I said, well, if it's in the best interest of your people involved in the area, yes, we'd look at it, but at this time, I says, you know, we're not really actively going out and seeking any territory. So they approached me a couple months ago, and I went to their meeting to see what they were talking about. And what has been tentatively agreed on is we would make an addition or an amendment to the contracts we have right now and include these territories and include the dollar amount they're paying right now per section to these extra eight or nine sections, whatever it comes out to be. They're currently paying, and don't hold me to this cost because I don't remember off the top of my head, it was a couple months ago I found it, but it was $630 or $40 per section.
Okay,
So they will basically write us a check for the additional sections to add to the contract. The contract's not due to be renegotiated, I think, for 2 years yet. So they'll just make an amendment to the contract right now, pay the money, and proceed from there.
okay. It wasn't in the information, that's why I'm
No,
asking.
that's fine, yeah.
So, okay.
Anybody else got any other questions?
Okay, thanks.
And I guess, and you're very comfortable, from what I read, that you're comfortable that we can cover that territory
Yeah, we-
without additional hardship to, or,
Yeah, a couple of
issues
us
of it.
went and drove the area basically to see what it was all about. There are not a lot of family dwellings involved in it, but it's a lot of wooded land, farmland and stuff like that. So there are a few households affected with it, but we're comfortable with doing as they ask, basically.
okay.
Yep.
And I, just for information too, I had contacted the city administrator for the city of Kenyon and just asked him if he was aware of what was going on, just so he wasn't blindsided. And he said, no, it's been discussed at their level, or he knew about it and didn't seem concerned, so.
Okay,
And we weren't really the only ones asked to take on territory either. Deerstrand has taken on a couple sections also, so it was a combination of things, so.
With that, Chair will take a motion to approve the increase in fire area
So moved.
with the stipulation that the agreement will be amended.
I'll second.
Motion by Merle, second by Lynn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. That moves us on to reports.
I have nothing either.
Merle?
MediaCom. My favorite question. Where do we sit?
I left the email on my desk. I apologize. They have gotten back, they've agreed on the financial terms, but now they are raising issue with going completely digital. So I sent Bob Vose, our attorney, an email today, and I didn't hear back from him if they had heard back. We're once again waiting for MediaCom to get back to us
What
on.
does going digital have to do with the contract?
You know, I can't answer that. I'm hoping Bob will have a full update next meeting,
Okay.
or maybe even might to have him come one more time, but maybe so.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Lot going on at the Capitol. The session started last week. I was up there for some stuff with my county job last week, listening to what's going on. I'm gonna be going up there with veterans issues tomorrow. But staying on top of our legislators, trying to make sure they know what we're looking to try to get done. So that, you know, that Cannon Falls can get a piece of the pie and piece of the money that's up there if possible. So we're gonna keep on them, and we've got one of the issues is that we sent some stuff up to Representative Kelly and Senator Schmidt was the sewer bridge going across there with the governor's commitment to water this session, hoping to maybe get some funding to replace that sewer bridge sooner than later. So we'll see what we can do on that.
Can I just piggyback off of that?
Yeah.
I would like to commend the staff that put together the information that they presented at the Public Works that they're going to be sending to the state for that project. And I think it was very well done with the photos and the descriptions and everything, very professional. So I wanted to highlight that they did an excellent job in putting that information together.
Yeah, they did a real good job on that. So I know Ron and then the staff have been looking at the list that we talked about at our work session, trying to get some of those things put on the plate and see where we're going with it. So things are moving. We'll keep things moving, and as things go on in session, we know it's a short session, but I'll keep you informed on what I find out up there, and we'll kind of go from there and see what we can do. With that, the chair will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.